driving towards Lincoln this evening. It is about, what time is it? 10 to 9 in the evening. It's going to take me about an hour to get there. And we're going on a radio show tonight, and I'm doing an acoustic set for Siren FM, which is a radio show that I've been on before. There's a great big tractor just gone past me. I think the hay balers are out tonight. We do live in a very rural community out here. So yeah, just thought I'd intro where we're going, what we're doing, and hopefully this time on Siren FM I'm going to be able to get a little bit of video footage for you, so you can see what it's like as an acoustic set on Siren FM. I'm back. So we've just driven about an hour up the road, and lo and behold, it's raining. We're just outside the radio station, so we're due to go in a sec. This is the very interesting back door, maybe it's the front door, to the radio station. You can see the rain pouring on the windscreen, and it's time to go in. Let's go.
Right, going live. Siren Radio. You're listening to Siren Radio. It's just gone at 10 o'clock on your Monday evening, and it's time to sit back, relax, and chill. My name's Kai Valentine. I'm taking you to midnight.
I see. You remembered who I like as well, didn't you?
You know, Facebook page. Going live. Suddenly I see Katie Tunstall. You're listening to Siren Radio. My name is Kai Valentine, and I am here in the studio at Siren from 10 till midnight tonight with a fantastic show ahead, hopefully. This is And Chill, and I have a wonderful guest in the studio with me, Lynz Crichton. How are you doing, Lynz?
I'm well, thank you very much, Kai. Thanks for having me back.
It's brilliant to have you back in the studio. I'm so glad that I was able to pronounce your surname correctly.
You did it amazing, flawless.
I will reveal the secret to you here in the studio. I do have it written down.
Yeah.
In the way that it
Phonetically,
that's the way. But I was there the whole time going, I've not checked with it before, and I've not checked that I've got it right. I hope I've remembered right. Alas, I have.
Yeah.
Well, we're
Impressive.
off to a cracking start.
Yeah, totally.
How are you doing, Lynz?
I'm all right, thank you so much.
It's great to have you back in the studio. You were last here in December 2018, so what have you been up to the last 7 months?
Only just another EP with the Crichton clan, you know, just making music and stuff that musicians do.
Busy time.
It has been very, very busy, but it's been lovely. So for those people who can or can't remember, I have lovely, loyal team called the Crichton clan, and we kind of write music together. I write a bank of songs, I email one out per week to the clan, and they essentially decide which songs are worth putting on the EP, and then we go and record them. So that's what the last 7 months has been about.
It's one of the things I've really loved finding out about, you know, your fan base, in particular the Crichton clan, seeing that how meaningful they are to your music, and how much of a decision, and how much they have in the decision-making process, shall we say.
Yeah, I was asked about this recently by a clan member, actually. We were having an online concert, funnily enough, and he was like, what do you want, Lynz? Like, essentially, what do you want? Are you looking for fame and fortune? Are you looking for, world domination and stardom? And I'm like, I mean, that's great as a byproduct, but genuinely, the reason I wake up in the morning and the reason I set out on this musical path was to have more deeper and meaningful connections with people who enjoy my music, because there are 1,000,001 musicians out there that you could go and listen to, mainstream, non-mainstream, all sorts of genres, the thing that I really love is when I get that piece of feedback or have a one-on-one chat with somebody about a piece of music that I've written. It's magic.
How many songs do you think you've actually written?
Oh, man.
I know that is a massive, massive question. Are we talking above 500? Are we talking...
No, actually. I mean, so I wrote... when I was interested in music when I was younger, as in... I was still at school or just before going to university or something, I'd write loads of songs then, and it would they'd just be coming out of every pore. But then I had a huge gap, and I didn't make music. I went on a completely different career path. I was a secondary school teacher, did languages, lived abroad and all that kind of stuff. And so music just was not really on the radar for such a long time. Then after having kids and starting a family, that's when I got back into music. So I guess because I've had such a gap, I probably haven't written as much as some other musicians like my age. But I really don't know how many I've written. I mean, I found some on my computer the other day, and I'm like, I forgot about that one. Need to give those to my patrons actually, but yeah. So I can't put a number on it. I don't know.
Well, if you're listening in tonight and you want to let Lynz know how she's doing, give some feedback. As she says that she loves, then
Absolutely.
Get in touch with us on Twitter at Siren FM, on Facebook Siren Radio 1073, or you can text in 077 97 800 716. That's 077 97 800 716. I'll make sure to check the inbox in a couple of minutes' time. But Lynz, I think it's time for us to get into your first live performance of the evening.
Yay!
And something that I'm really excited about is this is one of your personalised songs.
Yeah, so last time I came into the studio, I played a personalised song, which was actually on the last EP from last year. Oh no, I tell a lie, it's on this EP. I wrote it this is the lifespan of a song, it lasts so long. So I wrote the song called Extra Time. And I think it was you, actually, that was like, that's really interesting. The concept of actually writing personalised songs and the song itself and the backstory, really interesting. So this time I've brought a couple of personalised songs in to share with everybody. The first one was written for a gentleman called Ted. His granddaughter got in contact with me through my Facebook page and said, unfortunately, my grandpa has died. His funeral is in a couple of weeks, and I've seen that you write personalised songs. And he meant so much to us in our family. He was an absolute linchpin. Could you write a personalised song? And I've got, of course. So I'll send you my inspiration form. There's some questions on there that might get the juices flowing for what we could write about. And she said, don't worry, I've sorted it. And the next minute, my phone was going ping, 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 with all these different wonderful stories about this gentleman and what he meant to the family. So this is Ted's song.
Let's take a listen. This is For Ted by Lynz Crichton, live on Siren Radio.
Jim, those kids are walking on my wall again. Who's that sitting in my favourite chair? They say I look and act like Victor Meldrew, but I really don't care. They put my socks up that flagpole just to wind me up, flicked a load of yogurt on my car. But I could get my own back in so many different ways, like the growling morning alarm. You see, we've got an open house, space for all the family. This is where our life begins and love never ends. This is where we made our memories. Oh, 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 oh. This is where we made our memories. Thanks for all the memories from the photos that you took, for the beautiful sceneries upon our picture hooks. Thanks for all your help with that matchbox in my hair. It's all those little extras that show you really care. T is for Tottenham, his favourite footy team. E is for elective surgery behind that screen. D is for the doll's house with the knife for detail. T-E-D spells Ted, a legend on a major scale. See, we've got an open house, space for all the family. This is where our life begins and love never ends. This is where we made our memories.
And we go from Ted to Ed. More from Lynz Crichton right after this.
Nice segue.
Was I like, should I say it?
Yeah.
Whatever. That's a really nice song. Love that.
That's good.
No, you're right though. When you like, I love hearing about the meaning behind songs, and that's something I found with doing this. Where like, when people send me stuff in advance as well, and then I listen to it, and then I listen to it again after they've explained the meaning behind the songs. I go, that's, it makes it even better for me. Actually.
The songs that I did in the last EP, the ones that have got a specific backstory that I feel like I can share are definitely the ones that get more views and more kind of interaction and stuff. I think people do connect with stories.
Connect and relate to, isn't it?
quite. I mean, that song's really interesting because really it's such a specific story to that person, but even
everyone can, I think there's the Victor Meldrew line made me laugh, and he's like, everyone has an elderly relative that they can, or at least knows someone that they can relate to Victor Meldrew.
But then, like him, he's got a heart of gold, and when you really get to know them, then they're like soft as anything on the inside.
Like you say, it's specific, but still universally relatable. It's like Ed Sheeran songs. When you listen to them, you go, they're so specific, but that's why they work. Right, so next up is China Shop.
The China Shop. I always say this one is me channeling my inner Victoria Wood.
Okay. This'll be fun then. Lego House, Ed Sheeran. I think Lynz is once again overjoyed by the song choices for this evening.
I love a bit of Ed.
And before that we heard For Ted, which was a really, really beautiful song. And we were talking about during that last song about like how it's very specific, and these personalised songs are very specific to these people that you're writing them for, but everyone can find something to relate and connect to. And I really liked it. Now, I want to keep moving and getting on to your next song, because I want to hear as many songs as possible from you this evening. This next song that you're going to perform for us, China Shop. It's on the new EP.
It is on the new EP, yeah. It's still technically a personalised song, so I was approached for this one by a couple who wanted a personalised song for their wedding. But they were very clear from the get-go that they didn't want something that was just mushy and, like a, like a slow dance fest or whatever. They wanted something that was just very real and very authentic and showed the kind of intricacies of their relationship, how love really is, the good, the bad. And it made me reflect on my own marriage and think about what I love about not just the wedding side of things, but after that, the marriage and what that means. And so the China Shop is it was my metaphor for love, which is like a bull in the China shop. It's awesome, but it might need taming now and again. So that's the China shop.
Well, I'm really looking forward to hearing this one, and I'm sure everyone else at home is too. Remember, you can keep getting in touch at Siren FM on Twitter. Do you want to remind everyone your Twitter handle, Lynz?
Mine is at Lynz Crichton.
Get her added in there as well. Let's get the conversation going and see what everyone's loving about tonight's show. So, next up, it's another live performance by Lynz Crichton. It's The China Shop on Siren Radio.
Who thought we'd come this far to get me down the aisle, like kicking and screaming, fear to never leave the friend zone. Thankfully, our mates are really good at scheming. I won't take you for granted, so just throw your arms round me. You know I don't like PDAs, don't make me a cup of tea. Happiness is the China shop. Love is the bull. The lump in my throat, an ache in my chest is a sign my heart is full. It's a sign my heart is full. Didn't realize you fancied me. Thought the look in your eyes was one of confusion. Now I see you're smoking hard. You and me together is a foregone conclusion. I cross my heart and promise to give you all I got. Through intertwined ups and downs, 'cause I like you rather alive. If happiness is the China shop, love is the bull. The lump in my throat and pain in my chest is a sign my heart is full. It's a sign my heart is full. I've seen you pick your nose and squeeze your spots and leave stuff around the house, like a couple million pairs of socks. You drive me nuts. Walking around in your birthday suit like this is a home of ill repute. It's a good job that you're cute. If happiness is the China shop, love is the bull. The lump in my throat, an ache in my chest is a sign my heart is full. It's a sign my heart is full. Yeah, yeah, China shop.
The music you love lives.
The China Shop, Lynz Crichton. More from Lynz right after this. I love that. That was very good. Right, don't laugh. Don't laugh, because if you start laughing, it's going to show up on the, it's going to show up as trying to do inward laughs. Oh, God.
Ta-da!
Right. So the next one, I'm going to do a live stream on Twitter.
Oh,
Cool.
fine, yeah.
Right, I'll find the best place to balance this without getting a... Because I put it... And that sounds good. Right, we're trying out the new stand. The guy's not going to be stealing at the end of this. We are live on Siren Radio. Siren 1073 in the Lincoln area, or online, sirenonline.co.uk. And we're about to go live again with Lynz Crichton. You're listening to Anne Chill here on Siren Radio. It's 27 minutes past 10 on your Monday evening. I've still got the wonderful Lynz Crichton live in the Siren studio. Are you enjoying your time back on the show so far?
It's like coming home. It's so lovely.
Oh, that's really nice to hear. Well, thank you very much for coming back in. And, we talked about it last time, and we talked about it earlier in the show about how you've got quite a good following with your Crichton clan, and your Twitter following seems to be absolutely incredible as well. And that's basically where you build a lot of your fan base.
Yeah, it sounds a bit sad when I say it like this, but I just really love chatting to people about music online. So a lot of the time, when I make connections with people, I just ask them, what kind of music are you into? And it's been the best musical education ever for me. I've heard about songs and artists, bands, individuals that I would never have heard of otherwise. So yeah, chatting to people on Twitter is my game.
And you've now launched a Patreon.
I have launched a Patreon page, yeah. So that's really, really exciting. I feel like that's the kind of like a deeper level of connection that I can have with certain members of the Crichton clan when they come into Patreon. It is like it's like people pay a monthly recurring tip of. People are in complete control of it, but you can come in at different levels, and then you get rewards each month for the different levels, and you get to see things firsthand. You get to see behind the scenes things like this, because I'm recording over here as well for my Patreon people. It's very exciting.
But it's a great way to support independent artists, I feel.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I find that there's a lot of people when we have people on the show. One of the things that a lot of listeners and audience members will ask musicians is, how can I support you? And a lot of the time it's, we'll go and buy my music.
Yeah.
But then if you're bringing out maybe one EP, 2 EPs a year, yeah, that's only once or twice a year that they can physically go out and support you. Whereas with a Patreon, as much as they would like to give, even if it's £1 a month, yeah, that is supporting you as an artist and helping you develop. Yeah, and it helps in terms of consistency, because obviously from month to month there are different things that I need in order to produce all of this different music, especially as a complete independent like me. I was just explaining to you, I designed the front cover of the EP, I write the music. Thank you very much. But I write the music, I record it, I mix it, I master it. As independents, we do everything. And so if we have that support from followers, from a clan, from the tribe, it really, really helps hugely. Well, it's great to hear how successful that's been so far, and I want to talk now about your third live song of the evening. Yeah. What's it called, and what's the backstory? So the next song is called 3 Revolutions Round. This is another personalised song from somebody in my Crichton clan. This person wanted to have a personalised song written for their lovely wife. And it was a really interesting song, this one, because when we first started kind of gathering information for the song, I often start the process off by sending my inspiration form over to the client. They fill in some bits, send it back to me, and then if I have any other questions, I can ask some questions. And this guy was a little bit, I just felt like he was holding back a bit. So I would ask him a couple of sort of probing questions, and then when he really did let go, it was just so lovely, the stories that came out. And he told me about certain times where they were in Las Vegas together and they had dinner together in one of those really tall towers where there was a revolving cafe at the top. And it was that moment that he kind of looked across the table and realised that he was completely madly in love with her. And they'd actually been married to other people for about 17 years. And his love for her never died. And sadly, the 2 marriages dissolved, but that kind of meant that it was always meant to be. So, together, that's what 3 Revolutions is about. Well, let's take a listen. 3 Revolutions Round by Lynz Crichton, live on Siren Radio. 17 years and we've been hitched to other people, but it didn't
revolutions round. So proud of you, you got me spellbound. 3 revolutions round. When I think of you, my heart is a playground. Watch the deserts and mountains fall into the darkness as the lights came on. I was looking at you. Watch the deserts and mountains fall into the darkness as the lights came on. I was looking at you. Oh, 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 oh. We've been through times when we're sick and got no money, but we found our strength as we sat down to pray. So came the answer as you reached up on that dresser. So we knelt together here what the Lord had to say. 3 revolutions round. So proud of you, you got me spellbound. 3 revolutions round. I think of you, my heart is a playground. We watch the deserts and mountains fall into the darkness as the lights came on. I was looking at you. We watch the deserts and mountains fall into the darkness as the lights came on. I was looking at you. Oh, 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 oh. I was looking at you.
Visit us at sirenonline.co.uk.
Another great track there from Lynz Crichton. You're listening to Siren Radio, and we'll be back after more. Lily Allen. There we go. Lynz Crichton, everybody.
Way!
It's been a pleasure having Lynz Crichton in the studio this evening. Lynz, we're not saying goodbye to you quite yet. We've got one more song, which has come from your brand new EP, We Made This Too. Well, actually, when was this released? This was last month? Month before?
Yeah, the end of June.
End
Yeah,
of June?
yeah.
Oh, right. So actually, not that.
No,
not that
it's
long
really
ago.
it's really quite recent. It's strange because when you write the songs, like I was saying, some of them I wrote last year, and so for me it feels like a long time coming. It feels like I've been listening to the songs for such a long time, but the rest of the world hasn't yet. It's quite
That's
new.
true. Yeah, I really love listening to them today, and this next song that you're going to perform for us, this final song, I was listening to in the office, the fully produced version, and I really liked that, so I'm really looking forward to this, acoustic stripped back version.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, I want to ask you a question. What is next for Lynz Crichton?
It's a big question. The honest answer is I don't know, but I think obviously making more music should be on the agenda. But like with lots of other things, I think it's something that I'd really like to throw out to the Crichton clan and also to the patrons as well, and say what do people want from me, because I do lots of different things. I do, I write these pieces of music and put them on an EP, but I could also do a few singles so that they would come out a bit more frequently, or I do, obviously I've got the patron stuff going on, personalised songs, online gigs, live gigs. I'd really like to do a little tour at some point as well, just to go out and do some proper live, not just I do a lot of live gigs, but a lot of the time it's mixed with covers or it's weddings or whatever, but I think going on a tour just to give my music a bit of a run out and to kind of meet more people and do that live would be amazing. So yeah, hopefully that'll be on the cards as well.
One of the things that I love that you were telling me off air before we started was that you were doing a gig on your Patreon the other night to some people in Baltimore.
Yeah. So I mean, this is one thing where technology boggles my mind, and it's been a steep learning curve for me. But yeah, we have the technology now to do online gigs where the streaming is good enough and the audio input is good enough that it's a really good gig. Now, of course, I'm not suggesting for a minute that would replace a live gig. I get that live music is really, really important, and you know, I certainly think that. But for me, you know, as an independent musician, being able to connect with people all around the world, like you're saying, these guys are in Baltimore over in the States, and he was having a house party, and he's in my Crichton clan and a patron as well, and he was like, Lynz, could you just do as this, you know, online gig and play some of your songs and play some covers, and we'll just have a bit of a, you know, a bit of a giggle and a bit of a jam. And it was one of, I think, the best. I've done quite a lot of online gigs for various people in the Crichton clan, but this one was really, really lovely because it just really felt like it wasn't just a community thing between me and my clan. And members of my clan were like spreading the love and the joy of the music to their friends and stuff as well. So it really felt really nice. So it's good.
That's really cool. And if people want to get involved, you know, in the Crichton clan, follow your music, how can they do so? That
would be amazing. So the easiest thing really is to head over to my website, which is lynzcrichton.com. You can sign up for the mailing list, for which you'll get some free downloads of song, ringtone, different bits and bobs. But of course, come and follow me on different social media. So find, if you Google Lynz Crichton, I come up in many different social media outlets: YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. So yeah, just come and connect with me, start a conversation. I would love to chat with you.
Brilliant stuff. Now let's get talking about this final song of the evening. It's got some good coverage so far. You were actually played on BBC Radio introducing East Midlands,
amongst lots of other radio stations. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, this song, when I wrote this, I really felt like it was going to be a good foot tapper, and you know, people would enjoy it. And it was the song that came top in the Crichton clan vote for this EP. So yeah, let's give it a whirl.
Let's take a listen. This is Walking Away by Lynz Crichton, live on Siren Radio.
Learning to love the sound of my feet, walking away from things that's just not meant for me. You can't be bitter and expect your life to be sweet. So grab your dancing shoes, let's walk to the sound of the beat. Now let's go. A little more, let's go. Turn up the volume of my so-called weakness. I kept falling for your hot damn sweetness. Let's go celebrate, 'cause I ain't walking away, walking away. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Now that she's walked away, you can see that she's an entire ocean. And all this time you were the one void of emotion. I don't hate you, but loving you's killing me. Now this is goodbye, even though I don't want it to be. Now let's go. A little more, let's go. Whoa, 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 hey. Turn up the volume of my so-called weakness. I kept falling for your hot damn sweetness. Let's go celebrate, 'cause I'm walking away, walking away. Look again, 'cause here I go, leaving behind all I know. How did I let things get this way? Why didn't I walk yesterday? You turn up the volume of my so-called weakness. I kept falling for your hot damn sweetness. Let's go celebrate, 'cause I'm
Walking Away by Lynz Crichton live on Siren Radio. You can find out more about Lynz by going to her website, which is
www.lynzcrichton.com.
It's really that simple. And you can find out more about all her music, including this brand new EP, which that track is from, We Made This Too. Thank you very much, Lynz, for coming back to the studio today.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure to have you on the show. One of my final shows here on Siren, as you know, where I'm heading off into the distance myself. But it was great to have you back on this final time before I head up north.
Oh, and good luck with your next phase too, Kai, because you have been a fantastic supporter of local music, live music. So thank you so much.
I'll add that to the posters. Cheers, Lynz. Thank you very much. I'm going to be staying here until that midnight hour strikes, but we've got a couple of songs to take us up to the 11 o'clock news, including this next song, which I know is probably one of your favourites as well, if I've done my research right.
You always do.
A little bit of Eva Cassidy and Songbird. Thank you very much, Lynz.
Thanks, Kai. And we're all done. That's a wrap, clan. That was really fun. It was a really, really fun radio show. So, Siren Radio have had me in before. Kai was just telling me, the DJ was just telling me that it was last December that we were in. And when he asked, what have you been doing for the last 6 or 7 months? We've only just gone and written a new EP. But tonight I played some of the personalised songs, and it's made me think I need to do more with those. So I think what I'm going to do, obviously, is send this video out to you guys so that you can see the radio show, but also make... also send out some of the personalised songs to you guys so you can hear them as well, because there's a load of them and I don't know why I haven't shared them with you before, but there's some really great stories in there, so they need to be shared. But now I'm going to drive home for a good hour, and yeah, then it's bedtime. So see you later, Crichton Clan. Mwah!